Hey guys, this is Allie Greenstone from Mary's Medicinals. I'm here with Chad Drew. This is Pot Talk on World Viral TV.
What? All right, here we are back in Studio A. What? Hey, my name's Lewis. We got Chad Drew CT in the booth, and we've got WANA Brands in the house with our friend Kim.
WANA!
Yes.
How are you?
I am good. It's so good to be here, Chad.
Oh, my friend Kim. I love it when you're around.
Thank you.
Yes, she's always a ball of sunlight, dude. Always. She's always got this smile going on.
A ball of sunlight.
For sure, dude.
I need to take you with me everywhere I go, so you could just announce that to the world.
Chad Drew is like the ultimate self-confidence booster.
Absolutely. You need to go in the self-help realm.
Gotta give the love.
Should have been a therapist.
Yeah. Thank you. I think that's a compliment, right?
No compliment.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
WANA, you can see it all the way across my belly. WANA. Dude, I went up to your facilities outside of Boulder. You walked me around. We took a picture next to some trays of candies and stuff like that.
The WANA facility.
It was awesome.
The WANA facility. Want a tour?
Want a tour of the
Want a tour?
facility?
You didn't want a tour.
Have you ever been to a candy company before, Tim?
I'm not sure I've actually ever toured one. When I was out on the road with Odie Pace once, we went to a chocolate factory, but I think all we did was go into the gift shop.
Yeah.
We've been told our facility, when people come in, it's like Willy Wonka on steroids.
Okay.
Yeah.
All day.
Just give you a little visual there, you know.
All right.
Except that
Sounds
the
awesome.
Oompas do
Do you
vary.
guys have like the river and everything going
those
through?
are in the secret room. You didn't get to see that part. It takes a lot of Oompa Loompas to do gummies, let me tell you.
It's interesting. I remember growing up in Wheat Ridge where the Jolly Rancher factory was at, and they used to take us on tours as kids, and to see the differences between having infused and not having infused is so minimal in so many ways. Anyway, I loved seeing your facility. It's a beautiful place to work. I know you gotta love working there.
Absolutely, I do. WANA is a really great place to work. I've been with the company almost 3 years now, and just the rate that we've grown has been really phenomenal. And I can't say enough about the culture and the company. It's just a really good place to be.
So are you guys? How is the other states? Moving to the other states treating you guys so far?
It is working out really well for us. We've been in Oregon for a little over a year now, and we are just launching in Las Vegas. So
Cool.
It's super exciting. We've actually got some people up there this week who have been doing a lot of events and press for us. I'm not sure exactly how many stores we're in yet because their recreational is still kind of rolling out.
Yeah,
and the
it has
medical is a
been.
little different than it is here in Colorado.
Yep.
But it's going over really well. We're receiving really good response from all of our products. So those two states that we're definitely in. We've got some plans to roll out some other ones this year. Most notably, I think Illinois is probably going to be the first one. It's going to be a medical only that we'll be in by the end of the year. Got some other things working on the East Coast. It's just a lot of framework with the regulations, and especially the new states that were just voted in with the last election.
Yeah.
But we're moving on, and it's been a really good experience for us.
Cool.
I love watching how you guys have grown. I think you guys have set the precedent and represented, a Boulder company, or being, considered a Boulder company. You know what I mean? There's the Denver companies and the Boulder companies. And I think that you've completely represented out there well. In the spirit of growing and doing things, you guys have some new products that are coming out.
Absolutely. It's been a busy first quarter of 2017 for us.
It has been. Right?
It has been. We really, this year is really the year that we really wanted to move forward and just roll out the new products. And so most notably, we relaunched our Jewels, which is this candy right here. And what's really great about those is when we were able to bring those back after the regulation changes that happened last year here in Colorado, we were able to bring them back with a 5 milligram dosage as opposed to a 10 milligram dosage like our gummies are in. A lot of people really, really like that lower dosage. One thing, you get to eat more, so that's great. And then also, it gives you that more consistency. And the hard candies are always really popular because you get a little bit of that sublingual kind of dosing, as opposed to the full digestive.
You kind of suck on it for a while.
That's right. Got to have something to suck on,
They're awesome. I have so many friends that enjoy having the Jewels, enjoyed having the Jewels before they had to be changed around. I think that I wouldn't encourage my friends at work to be high, but if you're one of those people that needs to medicate during the day while you're at work,
It's a great discreet way.
it's a great discreet way.
Absolutely. And so those have been really great. We were really excited to bring those out along with our newest flavor of the gummies, blueberry. And as we affectionately call them, the bloobs. That's
The bloobs.
That's,
Right on.
that's
I
what we
like
call them in
it. I like
WANA land. The bloobs. This product has a really interesting backstory to it, how we came up with the flavor formulation.
So these are all the same flavor here.
Yes, they
They're
are.
all blueberry.
They're
Yep,
all
yep.
blueberry. And what was really
Good.
interesting on how we came up with this formulation was last fall, I heard you guys talking about Tony Romo and the Broncos and stuff on your intro earlier. Well, we actually did a special edition gummy flavor during the football season. We called them Game Days.
You did, yep.
Oh, cool.
And what we used with that formulation, we already had an orange flavor that we had in our regular gummy.
Were they shaped like little footballs?
I wish. No,
Only one melted.
There's, yeah, there's a regulation against that,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be appealing to children.
Yeah.
But we formulated the blueberry to go along with the orange so that we could have the orange and blue theme going on.
Right.
Well, what
Okay.
happened was that they were so well received and everyone was so excited because the blueberry was a new flavor.
Go Broncos.
Yeah. Well, gotta
Just
throw
had to say it. Yeah, yeah.
I got it
They
in
were,
there.
so keep going.
Absolutely. No, they were so well received that even after the football season, I guess officially over with for the Broncos was after pre-playoffs. But so we ran those through Super Bowl, and we received such a great response to the blueberry that we brought it out in its own flavor now. So
Okay.
it's our newest flavor. We've had those about 2 or 3 weeks now.
Yep.
Super popular. It's a great fruity flavor. It's not like a blue raspberry candy kind of fake taste or anything. Real blueberry.
We carry them over at Colorado Harvest Company. As soon as they
Absolutely.
came out, I bought myself a pack. I came over here and I gave some to my friends. that were over here.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie. I gave some. I think I gave 2 to a couple people, but 1 to most people. Mm-hmm. Everybody loved the flavor.
Glad to hear
Yeah.
that. They, like I said, they've been really popular. It's been kind of really awesome because I've had a lot of people who've always liked our watermelon flavor, and they're blueberry converts.
Yeah,
Cool.
So
exciting to have
Yeah.
these guys around.
What's coming down the pipeline the rest of the year? What's the next quarter got in store for you?
Oh, lots of new products still coming out. Some are still in the R&D stage. Some are actually, we've got them set into production. We're going to be dipping our toes into the land of CBD. So,
Right on, as everybody is, I think. Right?
we've been asked for a very, very long time to come out with a formulation because our gummies are so popular with CBD instead
Right.
of THC. That is hopefully the next product line that
Awesome.
will come out. We're really excited about that because we really want to be able to offer a CBD option to both medical and recreational patients at an affordable price point.
Right.
And, with our research into the CBD market, that's what we've kind of found is that the pricing is not really affordable out there for a lot of patients or for a
Totally.
lot of customers.
Yep.
A lot of people want to try it, but, who wants to, spend $100 to try something?
I hear you.
know?
Yeah,
Totally. Yeah.
So yeah, that we're really excuse me, we're looking forward to having a kind of a low cost CBD gummy option for
Right,
our
right.
customers.
And that
That's
will
awesome.
or won't get you high.
Usually not. We actually
Yeah.
feel it that you can't. You never know, and that there's a chance that it can. So if you're worried about it, then don't fucking do it. But for the
Yeah,
most
yeah,
part,
yeah.
CBD mostly reacts with at least a tad bit of THC. That's why it's going to be available for the most part in dispensaries.
Right.
You can get it through the mail and stuff. If it's just pure CBD from a lot of different folks, but. I think that the way that the companies that are established within the industry are going to be able to implement the little bit of necessary THC is probably going to be pretty vital.
Absolutely, and there's still so much to learn about the cannabinoids in marijuana. We obviously know a lot more about THC than we do any of the other ones. CBD is part of the plant naturally; it occurs in there. So
Right.
nature knows what it's doing. Those were actually put in there to work together,
Right.
simultaneously. We're still trying to figure out the perfect ratios for how much THC you need.
Yep.
So that's still an experiment, but they are complementary to each other. But CBD does have a lot of properties that we know of so far that THC doesn't.
Right.
it's very good as an anti-inflammatory. It's so a lot of like pain and chronic conditions actually come from inflammation in the body.
Yep.
So CBD definitely can almost be billed as a superfood in that matter because turmeric and all the other superfoods we hear about that are anti-inflammatory. CBD's right up there with them.
Yep.
It's a very calming effect, and it actually has a lot more effect for pain relief than THC does. And you don't get that you don't get that heady high. You don't get that psychosomatic that whole thing. And people don't like to feel high. You just want to feel relief. And I think that's a lot of people seek out CBD for that.
And I think that they're going to be refining the entourage effect and refining it over and over to figure out what cannabinoids and what elements of THC can work together to be able to help out with that ailment or that ailment. I know that the entourage effect had been brought up downtown this last week. I think it was actually Monday in regards to PTSD being added to the list of conditions. medical conditions. So that's pretty cool. I know.
So where are we at on that? When is that going to happen?
I haven't read through all the legislation. Generally, when they pass these things, they usually go into effect later the same year or the first of the next year.
Okay.
Yeah, usually like I know in the past, all the we always get hit in October whenever the changes go into effect.
Totally. Yeah.
And this is actually a good change. This is a change that we're looking forward to.
It's a necessary one.
I think it's absolutely a necessary one, and I think that one thing that is really important here in Colorado to our medical program is having enough patients to feed the program, because the way our legislation works around the particular with medical and plant counts and growing and all that good stuff. But I think what's really going to help us, I think it's almost like a shot in the arm to the medical industry.
What is that? I just heard
It's
something.
the Amber Alert.
Oh, there's the
a
Amber
lost
Alert.
vehicle.
Sorry about
both
that.
Children have been located
Did
safely.
a child lose its vehicle again?
Yeah.
Dang it.
I kept hearing the beeping, like the siren, and I was like, "What is going on?"
Those things are like so intrusive.
Yeah, it totally did. Like, we just go through Amber Alert to Amber Alert. It's hilarious to me. Happens all the time.
Yeah.
I know that the PTSD thing is going to be really, really cool for WANA, because you guys are teamed up a bit more with Grow for Vets and what.
Absolutely. And, just to follow up with that, I think for Colorado, it's really going to be a much needed, just the fact that we have so many military bases and such a military presence in Colorado.
We do. Yep.
I think we have a lot of vets living here, and obviously, PTSD can happen to anyone, but we most associate it, with the military service. Sure. So I think just opening that and, that expansion for those people is really going to be huge, not only for the patients, but for the industry in general. It's much needed.
Totally agreed.
Yeah.
I think that the veterans play a key part in the research in the coming years of cannabis, because I think there will be a lot that will be coming back from all of the war times and whatnot that we'll have to kind of show and use as examples of how beneficial it is. To give some recognition to you as well, Women's Day.
Thank you.
Happy Women's Day.
Yes, International Women's Day.
Yeah.
It's
this is something us guys learn about the day of. Yeah.
At least Valentine's Day, they give you a heads up.
I just tagged my wife on Instagram just like an hour ago or less.
A little
it's
late.
like the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's a funny story. I actually saw something. They were a lot of news and stuff were encouraging women to take the day off, kind of making it like a day without women kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't think that worked out.
Yeah.
Really well.
I couldn't get the day off, but
Well, that's the thing. Is like you can't just like working women can't.
That's
just
like
take
half
the
the
day off
workforce
all the
gone.
time.
Yeah.
Like I get the protest point of it, but it seems like, and I know, like, I think it was the Washington Post or somebody had the article this morning, like, it's just turning out to be a privileged women's day off, because the actually women that need the money can't just take the day off of work.
Amen. Yeah,
hilarious.
for sure. I actually saw that like at some school district, I can't remember, somewhere on the East Coast, they had so many teachers who had requested a day off that they had to actually like close school or something.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently they took it pretty seriously there.
Well, I mean, good for them.
Yeah, good for them.
I wanted to know, initially bringing this up, what is it like to be a strong woman in this industry? I think that it was beneficial for you to be here today because you are one of the strong women. We have a lot of really good women friends that are leaders and shakers and movers in the cannabis industry. What is it like in your shoes that way?
Honestly, it's really kind of amazing because when I got into this industry, I really had no understanding of how many women there were in this industry. And, working from the side I work, as a vendor, I have the privilege of working with so many dispensaries and so many dispensary groups and owners and so forth. There's an amazing number of women who actually own marijuana companies. Our owner,
there is.
Our owner, Nancy Whiteman, is obviously a woman and
so sweet too. Oh my gosh, she's
yes,
so sweet.
She is wonderful. And but there's a lot of women who actually own businesses, and there's actually a group called Women Grow. That's a women's networking group for women who work in the marijuana industry, and all data considered and everything, the cannabis industry is actually being billed as the first industry where women are going to be more dominant as business owners, as chiefs and officers than any other industry we know. I mean, you look at the tech industry, you look at the steel, you look at pharmaceutical. All those are very dominated by men, and so we're poised to be the first industry that actually has more women than men possibly in those higher positions.
And I think that's how the lady cannabis would want it. You know what I mean? I think
cannabis in general, it's the girl. We all know female plant. We always go after that.
Yep.
I think it's only fitting. That it is an industry that does empower women the way it does. So for me, it's been a really, really great experience. Mostly because I've not experienced so many of those barriers as opposed to other industries that I may have in the past. But also just getting to know just all the really just badass women in this industry.
Like the girls at Women Grow. I love those. There's a lot
they
of
are
really
awesome.
good in there.
Yeah.
All right.
Love them. Definitely shout out to them for sure. But it's very fitting. Thank you for drawing that.
I think Chad Drew gets the award for Question of the Year right there.
There you go.
I think we're gonna have to end it on that one. But real quick, where can we find you online?
WANAbrands.com.
Okay.
Yep. We've got all of our products on there. We've got all the different states we're in. If you want to chat with us, you can send us an email, give us a call. We're happy to talk to anyone.
This Friday, WANA Brands is going to be at Colorado Harvest Company Broadway. Buy one, get one half, or buy one, get one free.
Buy one, get one free. Absolutely.
Come check out their new stuff.
3
I'm
to
done
6.
with my lozenge
We will be there.
right now. I'm done with it.
He's done with his lozenge, and we're going to break. We'll be back in a minute with All Chiefs.
If you're getting high in Colorado today, enjoy it.
Colorado Harvest Company.
Colorado Harvest Company. Colorado Harvest Company. Colorado Harvest Company.